Hi, I'm Tim Lerch, and hello to all the Guitar Techniques magazine readers and watchers. I'm going to do a series of short lessons on blues, various kinds of approaches to a jazz blues. I'm in the key of B flat. There's a transcription apparently for this, and I want to talk about a few things that I'm doing on this approach. So I added a few chords to what you might think of as your regular 1-4-5 type blues, and most notably approaching chords from a half step above or below, and also at the when we get to whatever bar that is, bar 6, 7, we go to a 6 dominant G7 with an augmented fifth. And then some kind of 2. I often play dominant 2s, but I also play minor 2s. I think I played a little bit of both in this one. And so beware of either that or that. And then a 5. And then a quick 1, 6, 2, 5 at the end, usually with approach. That's a cool thing just all by itself. Then the other thing that I do is sometimes I'll play the 7th or the 3rd as the lowest note in a chord, oftentimes after the root. So I might play that kind of thing. So G7 with 7th in the bass, then C7 with 3rd in the bass, or that's F7 with the flat 7th in the bass. And then there's B flat 7 with the 3rd in the bass. You got all that? So using inversions of the chords to spell the chord out rather than always having the root in the bass. The other thing that I started out with is I'm playing melodies, like simple things like you might know, but I'm playing it in sixths. So those mostly minor pentatonic melodies or blues melodies. There's some major thirds in there as well. I'm playing it with the melody on top and then a note that's a sixth below, either a major or a minor sixth. Oftentimes minor sixths seem to work nicely, but not always. And then I'm incorporating and mixing those sounds with the regular chord voicings that you might already be familiar with. 4 chord there, sharp 4 diminished, those kinds of things. Okay, so enjoy that. There will be another 2 lessons with ever increasingly more advanced things, movement in the bass and those kinds of things. Okay, so for now, I'll see you next time. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I'm Tim Lerch. Hello, Guitar Techniques Magazine people and viewers. Today is the second installment of a 3 video series for the magazine, talking about blues, jazz blues, and some interesting harmonic methods to get around the blues, and also some kind of fingerstyle chord soloing stuff that you can do. In this version of a blues, I added a little bit more chord movement, harmonic movement, and some substitutes that might be interesting. First thing is I approached chords from above and below. I used inversions, so the opening phrase was something like this. And then I used an inversion of the E flat 7, which is E flat 13 here, and then approached the B flat 1 chord from below. And then I did this. Now, that's kind of an expanded version of approach from above. I played E flat 9, E9 as an approach for E flat 9, but I also put its companion, B minor. So it looks like a 2-5, but it's not really a 2-5 because it's not a 2-5 in the key. So we can look at it as flat 2 minor to flat 5 dominant. Another thing you can do there in that same spot, which is bar 4 of a blues, is play F minor 7, E9, or B flat 7. That would be like a 2-5 of 4. Or you can mix and match. You can say, play all 4 of them if you like. And that's one thing that I did. I used a lot more inversions in this thing. So in bar 6, I went to my 1 diminished chord, disguised kind of there as sharp 4 diminished. And then walking down to 6 dominant, 2, and then a little thing where I play 2 in second inversion, and then a diminished chord based off the same bass note, so that would be G diminished, and then move up a half step to play a B flat 7th chord in third inversion, and then G7 with 7th in the bass, C7 with 3rd in the bass, F7 with 7th in the bass, and then B flat with 3rd in the bass. So what I was just doing there is a lot of approach from above. Okay, and the bass basically goes like this. So there's a lot of that going on too. So look at the transcription. I tried to keep the tempo at modest tempo so you could maybe get some of these moves under your fingers. All right, that's it for this time. I'll see you next time, and we'll look more at some bass line things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, it's Tim Lerch here again for the 3rd installment of this blues article for Guitar Techniques Magazine. Thanks for sticking with me and following this series. This time we were looking at bass lines primarily, not as much melodic action, although there was a little bit at the end there. The methodology that I'm using is using to create bass lines is I'm using diatonic material, diminished chords, and inversions, along with approach from above. So we'll say, here's my B flat 7, there's a C minor 7, C sharp diminished, which is 1 diminished in first inversion, and then a first inversion 1 chord. So again, that's B flat 7, C minor 7, C sharp diminished, and then B flat over D, just a triad, which leads me by half step to the E flat 7 chord, or E flat 9th chord. That's all root position, first inversion, and second inversion, and then back to first inversion. And then B flat 9, B flat 7 or 13 with 7th in the bass, B flat 9 with 5 in the bass, B flat 9 with 3 in the bass. Heading to 4 chord there, and just 5 in the bass. Then the diminished, 2 inversions of sharp 4 diminished, or 1 diminished, also known as, preferably known as 1 diminished. And then we're back to our 1 chord. I might have approached the 1 chord from above, so it's set like that, kind of a thing. Then I went to 6, and then 2 with some inversions, then 2 minor, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, all approached by half step. Okay, we talked a little bit about that last time. A little move that I used with this one is this movement. You can get a lot of mileage out of it. I'll just spend a little bit of time with it. Let's say we're walking tenths. That's a thing that piano players, stride piano players, guys like Art Tatum and people who came after him use. Now I just fill it in, so I put another note in there. B flat 7, B flat minor 7, sorry, B flat 7, C minor 7. Boy, it's hard talking about this stuff sometimes. C sharp diminished, which is also 1 diminished, and then first inversion B flat. Then I'll do it again, all on the 4 chord. So that's another kind of way to play a nice walking bar. Okay? So anyway, I've enjoyed making these videos for you. And please visit my website, timlerch.com, and see what's available there. And also visit my YouTube channel. Just Google me on YouTube, you'll find it. There's a lot of lesson videos, transcriptions of solo guitar material, all kinds of things like that. And for now, thank you very much for your kind attention, and I hope to see you again sometime.